Welcome to another episode of Words of Ages. Most people don't understand that the truth is that every time you overcome yourself a little bit more, the side effect is that you love yourself a little more. It's not about your wealth, it's about your health, it's about your freedom, it's who you become. What actions, what behaviors do you want to change? Do you complain? You blame, you judge? Do you make excuses? How do you talk? Do you speak limited? Just pick 4 things that you're not going to do any longer. What emotions get you in trouble? If you don't know, close your eyes for about 30 minutes and just watch where your mind goes and watch your feelings and just say, okay, it's frustration, it's unworthiness, it's self-doubt, it's guilt, it's frustration, it's shame. Just become conscious of those and just review them in your mind. People say, oh well, you shouldn't focus on the negative. Well, really, that's 95% of who you are, and you got to begin to dismantle or denature that old personality. And that means you're going to have to come up against the cravings that the body has emotionally, like it's 8 o'clock in the morning and you're doing your meditation. You're normally in traffic and you want to get angry and your body's going, hey, you're off schedule. So let me find something that's mapped in the brain that I bring in the past experience. Why you can feel a little anger? Well, once you become aware of that, you're working to become conscious of that and not go unconscious again. It takes an incredible amount of awareness. It takes a great amount of consciousness, and you can't have consciousness without energy. So you've got to raise your energy in order to get to, otherwise you're going to be consumed. You're going to return back, right? So if you start becoming familiar, so conscious of those unconscious thoughts, they would never slip by your mind unchecked by you. And the research shows that you can get better at this. You can actually sense the thought before it comes. So then you start firing and wiring new thoughts. You start thinking to yourself, who am I going to be when I open my eyes? How am I going to make a difference in the world today? Who am I going to be? How am I going to give? How am I going to serve? How am I going to contribute? What things do I really want to do today? And the act of closing your eyes and you just thinking about and rehearsing what you're going to do, your brain doesn't know the difference. And if you get caught up in it, you begin to install the neurological hardware in your brain to look like you've already done it now. The brain is no longer a record of the past. You're priming your brain, and if you keep doing it, the hardware will become a software program. You know what that means? You just might start acting like a happy person. Well, there's no surprise there. You install the circuits, stress hormones arouse the body, so you have your attention on your body. Stress hormones alert the brain. So you're aware of everything in your environment, like an octopus with tentacles in all different directions. You got to control and predict everything in your life. And if you're living by the hormones of stress, you're always investing your attention and energy into the known future based on the past. So you're on a line of time here in the timeline. So let's think about it. How are you going to make thought more real than anything else? Are you going to create from thought? Well, let's close our eyes. Let's disconnect from the environment. Less sensory information coming into the brain, less distraction. As you said, let's play some soft music in the background. Let's take some earplugs. And what do you want to do? Diminished sensory, but now you're sitting down. You're not eating, you're not tasting, you're not smelling, you're not feeling. So there's less sensory input coming to your brain and your body. So then now your brain waves begin to change. They start slowing down, and you move from this beta brainwave pattern where you're aware that you have a body in space and time, or your attention is on the outer world, or your senses are giving you information, less sensory information. Now your inner world starts becoming more real than the outer world, and you're not the voice in your head that's always trying to talk to you as your brainwaves change. You start seeing images and pictures and symbols, and less in that vocalization, that sub-vocalization. So your brainwaves start changing the alpha. You're going to start creating, start dreaming, start pretending. So then if you say to your body, you're going to sit down for an hour, you stay and your body is going to say, I'm going to die. My bladder is going to explode. I need a coffee. I got a lot of emails to do. That's the program. And you say to your body, today we do battle, and you sit through that and you make your way even through your body. is trying to get up and you keep settling it back down. I'm telling you, when you start your day, that day, you will be more kind, more loving, less judgmental, more patient, more present. Because you're mastering the present moment. That means you're not in the predictable future, you're not in the familiar past, you're mastering time. And so then where you place your attention is where you place your energy. All of your attention is in the present moment. We've got a lot of energy to do amazing things, and you know when someone's present with you in your life because they're paying attention to you, and you know when they're not present because they're not paying attention to you. So the act of getting more present means you're putting a lot of energy in the present moment, and you're taking your power back from all these things and people in your life. So we teach people this as they start breaking through, and they start being able to unfold into this field as an awareness. And they're not putting their attention on their boss or their ex or their wife or their kids or their cell phone or their WhatsApp or their Facebook. They're not thinking at all. So then as they sense the space, they can't think. And if you can't think, you can't analyze. And if you can't analyze, the analytical mind is what separates the conscious mind from the subconscious. Just open the door now. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Why? Because we want this center to bloom. 1300 different chemicals that we storm regenerate the body. Let's breathe. Let's open this up. Let's practice this. In the beginning, it's a little difficult, but you stay with it and you practice it petal by petal by petal by petal. Placing your attention there, you're putting your own life force. You're turning your love inward, and the body will start responding. And in a week's time, if you're doing that 3 times a day or over and over again, sooner or later, that thing is going to start blooming. And just like when your sexual organs are aroused and they're engorged with blood, this center, when you start feeling love, you make a chemical called oxytocin signals, nitric oxide signals. A chemical called derived endothelial relaxing fact. It causes the arteries in your heart to literally open up, so your heart is going to be filled with blood and oxygen and nutrients. It's physiological, it's going to feel full. And when that happens, you experience a level of love that passes all understanding. Your cup runneth over. Close your eyes, retrieve from your life, disconnect from your body, disconnect from your environment, disconnect from your schedule, and just give yourself an hour or 45 minutes or 20 minutes. Because when you invest in yourself, you invest in your future. And when you believe in yourself, you believe in possibilities. And when you believe in possibilities, you believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in possibilities, then you don't believe in yourself, and you don't elevate yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in possibilities. But if you have a community, a living organism, and every stride you make feeds the living organism, every stride, every effort you make. Right to connect is amazing, because that which we are seeking is seeking us. And so that when people have that uncompromising will, the same way that they go shopping for a dress or a pair of clothes or earrings, or go to the gym and work out with the same intensity, with the same passion, come up against themselves and just say when their body is giving everything they've got, it's when you say, that's all you got, I'm ready. And so that when you start overcoming that side of it, that all of a sudden you're happy for no reason, and you're less seduced in believing that you need something outside of you to make you feel better. You're feeling better every day without anything outside of you. I certainly hope you take something back from this episode, because I had a lot of fun reading this out to you. It's something that I had penned down, and I hope you like, share and subscribe and comment down below, and share the video with your friends. Press the bell icon in case you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Please take care of yourself.